Miss Dani from the Pleasant Hills Public Library, and myself and Mr. Monkey would like to welcome you to our virtual PJ Storytime all about voting. So what does it mean to vote? Maybe you've heard about the upcoming election. It's kind of everywhere, right? You see campaign posters, commercials. There's so much information out there. So let's dig a little deeper and discover what it means to vote.
Voting is a way to voice your opinion on something. When you vote, you're choosing between two or more things. So, for example, maybe the grown-up in your life has asked you to vote on what you think you should have for dinner, pizza or chicken nuggets. Which would you choose? Here in the United States, we hold government elections where we ask people to vote and choose a candidate for who they'd like to be in political office. We hold a presidential election every 4 years where the citizens of the United States cast their vote for who should be the president. In between presidential elections, we also hold midterm and special elections. You have to be 18 years old to vote here in America, but that doesn't mean that my younger friends can't get involved. Make sure to talk to your grown-up if you have any questions or concerns.
So hopefully now you're a little bit more informed and a little bit more excited for our stories. Before we can get to our stories, let's get our wiggles out by singing our hello song. Are you ready? Okay. Hello everybody and how are you? How are you? How are you? Hello everybody and how are you? How are you today? Terrific, let's clap our hands. Hello everybody and clap your hands. Clap your hands. Clap your hands. Hello everybody and clap your hands. Clap your hands today. Fantastic, let's stomp our feet. Hello everybody and stomp your feet. Stomp your feet. Stomp your feet. Hello everybody and stomp your feet. Stomp your feet today. Very good. Now, let's see. Do you think that you can stomp your feet super fast? Yeah? Let's do it on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Fast! Whoa! Freeze! Oh my goodness, I almost lost my head bopper. Now let's try the opposite of fast. What is the opposite of fast? Do you know, Mr. Monkey? Oh, you do? Oh, he says it's slow. Is that right? It is. Let's try it. Slow stomping. Very good. And now, do you think we can stomp our feet big and loud? Yeah. All right, last time we counted up to 3. This time let's count down from 3. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Big and loud! Whoa! Whew. Freeze. I forgot to say freeze. That was so big and so loud. So let's try the opposite. What is the opposite of big and loud? Oh, you know, Mr. Monkey? Oh, he says small and quiet. Is that right? It is. So let's try it. Tiptoe stomping. Very good. Very good. All right, my friends, I hope you're comfy, cozy in your PJs because it's time for our first story. Our first story is about an election in the jungle. This is The President of the Jungle, and it's written and illustrated by a team of folks. Andre Rodriguez, Larissa Ribeiro, Paula DeSago, and Pedro Machin. Hey, what happened to our river? Lion wanted a swimming pool, so, because he was king of the jungle, he rerouted the river to flow into his front yard, and now he had his pool. The other animals were not happy. They missed their river. Lion had gone too far. Maybe he should not be king of the jungle.
That's ridiculous.
Lion thinks only of himself.
No, we have no water. My children are thirsty.
Let's protest.
What if we had a new leader? The animals decided to have a demonstration. They marched to Lion's swimming pool to protest.
Water is for everyone.
Give back our river. The king needs to go.
But Lion couldn't care less what they thought. So the animals decided it was a time for a new leader.
No more kings.
Let's be a democracy. Let's hold an election. What's an election? In an election, anyone who wants to be the leader can become a candidate and put together a campaign. Each animal gets to vote for the leader. The candidate who gets the most votes becomes president. Everyone liked the idea, so they drew up the rules for the election. Rules for the election. Number 1, we will hold an election every spring. Number 2, any animal can be a candidate. Number 3, each animal gets 1 vote. Number 4, votes are secret. Number 5, the candidate with the most votes wins. Number 6, candidates cannot trade gifts for votes. And number 7, candidates cannot eat their opponents. Monkey, Sloth, and Snake were excited to become candidates. Lion didn't want to be left out, so he became a candidate too. And then the campaigns began.
That lion has some nerve.
King of the jungle, vote for Lion, VP Linus. My beloved subjects, I descend from a long line of kings. It was my cherished great-great-grandfather who expelled the smelly possum so the rest of us could live in peace. I provided jobs to the animals who diverted the water from the river to build my swimming pool. If something is not broken, do not fix it. For tradition, vote for Lion.
It's time for a change. Monkey for president, VP Toucan. It's time for Lion to go. The king is sneaky and as slippery as a rotten banana peel. He said we could all swim in his pool, and now we can't. Under my leadership, everything will be different, and we will build burrows and homes for everyone. No more lies. Monkey for president.
She doesn't just promise. She delivers. Snake for president, VP Mouse. I am a popular snake. I grew up in the jungle with all of you. I've crawled through burrows and nests getting to know you. We have faced the great drought together, and we have survived fires and hunters. You know I will be there for you. Vote for Snake.
Make your vote count. Choose me. Sloth for president. VP Ladybug. My fellow animals, it is time to plan our future together. I want to hear from all of you. And please don't judge me by my name. I am not lazy. I don't rush because good government does not happen overnight. With patience, we will make the jungle better for everyone. Vote for Sloth. Each candidate got busy trying to convince the voters why they would be the best leader. They went on TV, they took selfies with voters, handed out pamphlets, discussed the issues. They held rallies. Some said wild things about the other candidates. They put up posters and discussed more issues. They had debates to talk about their ideas. Snake, how would you solve the bird traffic jams? Easy. Every bird will be assigned a time to fly. Why don't we ask the birds what they think?
Who cares? Just tell those high flyers what to do.
And sometimes they just argued.
Snake is venomous.
Well, nobody's better than me.
Lion is selfish. Hey, I didn't finish what I was saying. Finally, election day arrived. The animals lined up to cast their secret votes in the ballot box. Al was in charge of counting the votes. Unfortunately, Lion got disqualified for violating rule number 6. He'd been giving voters peanuts so they'd choose him. When the votes were added up, the new president was announced, and it was Sloth! The animals all gathered to hear Sloth's victory speech. In this election, I learned so much from everybody. We each have something to say, and we all should listen. Lion wants to be recognized for all his work. Monkey wants us to have food and shelter. Snake and I agree we are stronger when we work together. The first thing I will do as president is create a team to help us make the jungle a great place for every animal. And that is the story of how Sloth became the jungle's first president. Of course, not everyone was happy with the election results, so it was a good thing there would be another election next year. So who would you vote for in that story? Lion, who stands for tradition. Monkey, who wants to make sure everybody has food and shelter. Snake, who promises that she'll deliver. Or Sloth, who wants to work together to create a better jungle for everyone. And now, friends, we're going to do a fun little rhyme about some voters waiting in a line. You can do the rhyme along with me and use 5 fingers on one of your hands to count down until all 5 voters have cast their vote.
All right, my friends, for our next rhyme, we're going to count down from 5 to 0 voters. Let's make sure we have 5 to begin with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 happy voters went out one day to cast their ballots along the way. 1 voter cast his vote in time, and 4 other voters moved up the line. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 happy voters went out one day to cast their ballots along the way. 1 voter cast her vote in time, and 3 other voters moved up the line. 1, 2, 3. 3 happy voters went out one day to cast their ballots along the way. 1 voter cast his vote in time, and 2 other voters moved up the line. 1, 2. 2 happy voters went out one day to cast their ballots along the way. 1 voter cast her vote in time, and 1 other voter moved up the line. Just 1. 1 happy voter went out one day to cast their ballot along the way. That voter cast his vote in time, and no other voters moved up the line.
All right, friends, our next book is a new one in the series. This is Froggy for President, written by Jonathan London, illustrated by Frank Remowitz, and read today with permission of Penguin Random House. At school on Friday, Froggy read a poster. Vote Election Monday for class president. Great, said Froggy. I can't wait. On Monday, Froggy woke up and bounced on his bed. Boing, boing, boing. Yippee, he said. Today I run for president. Arf, said Doggy. So Froggy hopped out of bed and ran out of the house. Flop, flop, flop. Froggy, called his mother. What? What are you doing? I'm running for president. Are you running for president in your underwear, dear? Oh, cried Froggy. He ran back, got dressed, and ate his breakfast of cereal and flies. Munch, crunch, munch. "Well, now I can run for president," said Froggy. "That's nice, dear," said Mom. And Froggy ran all the way to the bus stop. Flop, flop, flop. On the school bus, Max shouted, "Froggy for president!" And Matthew and Travis shouted with him. But Leah jumped up and shouted, "Frogalina for president!" And Emma and Hannah shouted with her, all the way to school. At circle time, Miss Witherspoon said, "Now, class, we have 2 candidates for president, Froggy and Frogalina. What's your platform, Froggy?" Well, Froggy hopped up on his desk, zoop, and said, "Well, this is." "Oh, no, no, dear," said Miss Witherspoon. "What would you want to do if you were elected president?" "Oh," said Froggy, "well, I'd want to have 10 snack times and get a trampoline for school and have recess all day long." "Hooray!" cheered Froggy's fans. "Froggy for president!" But Frogalina jumped up and wrote on the chalkboard. "This is my platform," she said, and then she read it out loud. "Start a search party to find everybody's lost things. Have a lunch sharing program. Have a talent show to raise money for the school library." "Hooray!" cheered Frogalina's fans. "Frogalina for president!" Even Froggy started to cheer. Oops. Is it snack time yet?" "Yes, dear," said Miss Witherspoon. "Yum!" cried Froggy. "Cupcakes and flies." Munch, crunch, munch. After snack time, Miss Witherspoon said, "Now it is time for the 2 candidates to make a speech. Frogalina, will you go first?" "After Froggy," said Frogalina. So Froggy jumped up on his chair and sang, "A vote for me is a vote for you, Tweedledee and Tweedledoo. Love books make our play all day. We can learn and dance and play, play, play." And he did a little dance. Ta-da! "Hooray!" cheered Froggy's fans. "Froggy for president!" "Thank you, dear," said Miss Witherspoon. "Now, Frogalina, it's your turn." Frogalina stood up and said, "Well, I'd rather show than tell. Follow me. We're going on a search party." And everybody poured outside and went hog wild. "Found Max's soccer ball," yelled Froggy. Thump. "Found Froggy's saxophone," yelled Max. Squawk. "Found Emma's hairbrush," yelled Hannah. Brush. "Found Hannah's toothbrush," yelled Emma. Brush up, brush up, brush up. That night Froggy couldn't sleep. He sat up and cuddled Doggy and looked out the window at the moon. "Who, who, who," said Mr. Owl, "will vote for you?" "I know," said Froggy, jumping up. "Oh, well, I'll vote for me." "Arf," said Doggy. At school the next day Froggy was so excited that when Miss Witherspoon handed out the ballots and he checked the box next to his name, his pencil flew out of his hand. Zing! And when Leah came round with the ballot box, his ballot almost tore in 2 when he stuck it in the slot. Rip. "Well, thank you for voting," Leah giggled. "Now, only 1 vote, Froggy." "I know," said Froggy, and he wondered, "who will vote for me? There's Max, and Matthew, and Travis, and me." He held up 3 fingers on one hand and the thumb on the other, and then he jumped up on his chair and yelled, "Well, 3 + 1 is 5. That means I win. I will be president. I will be president." "Well, 3 + 1 is 4, silly," said Frogalina, and everybody laughed. "Oops, I knew that," cried Froggy, looking more red in the face than green. "Listen, children," said Miss Witherspoon. "I have counted all the ballots, and it's 4 for Froggy and 4 for Frogalina." "Oh, no," cried Max. "It's a tie. What are we gonna do?" "Well, I know," said Froggy. "We'll be presidents together." "Hooray!" Everyone cheered. Frogalina leaped up beside him, and together they sang, "A vote for me is a vote for you, Tweedledee and Tweedledoo. Froggy for president, and Frogalina too."
All right, friends, next we are going to sing a song that's written by musician Jim Gill. He's got a lot of really great children's albums out there. So if you like this song, I highly recommend you check them out. In the comment section to this video, I will post the music video that goes along with the song that we're going to sing. So if you like it, you can sing it again and again. It's called The One from the Left. We're going to have our fingers on our left hand meet up with the fingers on our right hand, do some fun dances, and then disappear. So let's start by hiding our hands behind our backs. Are you ready? The one on the left and the one on the right met in the middle and danced all night. They did a dance called the whoop-de-doo. Wave goodbye, walked away those two. Two on the left and the two on the right met in the middle and danced all night. They did a dance called the snips galore. Wave goodbye, walked away those four. Well, the three on the left and the three on the right met in the middle and danced all night. They did a dance called the finger mix. Wave goodbye, walked away those six. Four on the left and the four on the right met in the middle and danced all night. They did a dance till the bend and straight. Wave goodbye, walked away those eight. Five on the left and the five on the right met in the middle and danced all night. They did a dance called the clap, clap, clap again. Wave goodbye, walked away those 10. Our last book today goes into the voting process a little bit more deeply. This is a new picture book, and I hope you enjoy it. This is Vote for Our Future, written by Margaret McNamara and illustrated by Micah Player, and read today with permission of Penguin Random House. Look at all these cool voting buttons. Every 2 years, on the Tuesday after the first Monday of November, Stanton Elementary School closes for the day. For repairs? Nope. For a holiday? Nuh-uh. For vacation? No way. Stanton Elementary School closes for Election Day and changes from a school to a polling station. Well, what's a polling station? A polling station is where people vote. The reason people vote is to choose who makes the laws of the country. We should all vote, says Latoya. We should all vote to make the future better. Well, we can't vote until we turn 18, said Lizzie. So what can we do? Well, the kids of Stanton Elementary School did their research. They looked in books and made notes. They went online and found all kinds of information. They even took a trip to their local election office and picked up forms. Well, I can't wait till I can vote for real, said Amal. Me either, said everybody else. Kids have to live with adult choices. The kids of Stanton Elementary School were ready to spread the word. Caddy and her mom made flyers and handed them out. Don't forget to vote, Caddy told one busy dad. Oh, I didn't even know there was an election, he said. Well, now you do, said Caddy. Can I go with you when you vote? Jasmine asked her big sister. Oh, it's a pain to vote, her sister said. I'm not even registered, added her friend. Well, it's not hard to register, said Jasmine. You can do it together, and I can show you how. Nadia and her auntie went door to door. Voting is a right, Nadia said. A right that women didn't have 100 years ago. One lady told them, I don't like standing in lines. Well, I don't like lines either, answered Nadia's auntie. But if we stand in line for coffee or for a movie or at the bank, I bet we can stand in line to vote, said Nadia. Said the lady. maybe we can. At Jaden's house, the whole family was making their voting plans. Jaden's dad was voting before work, and Jaden's mom was voting after work. "I've walked to that polling station every election since I could vote," Jaden's great-grand told him, "but I can't walk so far anymore." "Well, a volunteer can drive you," said Jaden. "Let's get that set up," said Jaden's mom. Mia and Noah and Jamal had a bake sale. "Don't forget to vote," Mia said as she handed out change. "Well, I'll be away on election day," said one woman. "Well, in our state you can vote early," said Mia. "Or you can vote by mail," said Jamal. "The voter guide tells you how." "Voting? What's the big deal?" asked a teenager. "Well, people fought wars so we can vote," said Mia. "That's a big deal." "Well, why should I vote?" said a sad lady. "Nothing ever changes. Besides, one vote can't make a difference." "Are you kidding?" said Jamal. "Changes are made every day because people vote. Every vote counts." By the time it was the first Tuesday after the first Monday of November, every kid at Stanton Elementary School had spread the word to their families, to their neighbors, to friends, to strangers, to friends of strangers. The whole town had a voting plan. And on election day, voters came early in the morning before the sun came up. They waited in line with coffee. They rolled in on wheelchairs. They voted for the first time or the 50th time. They ran in at the last minute. They came with their sons and daughters, their nieces and nephews, their brothers and sisters, their cousins and friends. Holy moly. On the first Wednesday after the first Monday of November, all the votes had been counted. The results were so close that the votes had to be counted again. Some people won and some people lost. The laws of the country began to change. Stanton Elementary School went back to being a school. And the future began to change. We have a craft kit available that goes along with this story time that you can pick up during our pickup hours, which is Mondays 10 to 4, Tuesdays through Thursdays 10 to 8, and Friday and Saturdays 10 to 4. All of our holds are being picked up in our lobby. You can also request books that we'll put in the lobby during those hours at the time you decide. And if you'd like to do that, give us a call at 412-655-2424 or send us an email to pleasanthills@einetwork.net. Our craft kit contains supplies to make this super awesome future voter pin. It has a paper star, some star stickers, a red circle, red, white, and blue crepe paper, and then a safety pin that you can glue or tape to the back and then attach onto your clothes. You can decorate it any way you'd like. There's no wrong way to do it. There's also a couple fun other stickers and activities inside the kit. Another fun activity you can do is to hold a family election. Think of 2 different choices and ask everybody in your family to pick one. So for example, you could say, "What's your favorite book? Corduroy or The Little Engine That Could?" And then tally up those votes and see who wins. It doesn't have to be a book. You could also ask about a favorite food or a favorite movie or a favorite activity. It's up to you. All right, my friends, I hope you've enjoyed our stories and songs. Before we say goodbye and good night, let's sing our goodbye song. So look around, find someone or something to hug. Are you ready? The more we get together, 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 the more we get together, the happier we'll be. For your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. Bye, friends, sweet dreams, and happy voting. Bye.